Hello, Pisces. Welcome. Take a seat and relax. There's nothing you need to do in this present moment except to relax and enjoy your reading. And to start your reading off, Pisces, we have card number 10. It is my nature card. So small. We are so small. Look at how small Michael and Dwight are. Can you see Michael and Dwight in this nature card? There they are. They are so small. We are so small. Sometimes we feel so big. Our stresses feel so big. Yet we are so small. There's so much more than our small little world. Explore it. Go out into nature. Look around and remember how small you are. Feel your surroundings. Feel your place in the universe. Feel your small self be part of such a bigger whole. Just a tiny little being belongs in this massive, beautiful place. Going outside is nice. And it seems very obvious, but we tend to forget about the outside when we are so focused on our stresses. And yeah. Did you guys hear my dog? Big stresses, loud stresses. They're so loud that it's kind of hard to listen to the silence, listen to nature. Knight of Pentacles and then the Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, so you're working very hard. You're working very hard, and it seems like there is no progress. There is no success yet. And this stress feels so big, this problem feels so big that if success doesn't happen soon, it's not, you aren't going to be able to make it. You aren't going to be able to keep doing this thing that you're working very hard at. Because this doesn't feel like, oh, I'm working very hard. I'm working hours, too many hours. No, this feels like you're working on something that you love. And it's easy to do something that you love for hours and hours on end, the issue, but I guess it's not the issue, because it's just what it is. Right? Is that there's nothing there. It feels like there's no reward yet, right? The stresses feel so big. There's no reward yet. Go out into nature, How is going outside helping? Just to remind yourself that it's not the only thing in the world. That this thing hasn't been working out yet, but maybe the worry about it, so much worry is what's kind of putting up a wall for it to get in there. So you need to remind yourself, calm yourself down, focus on the silence, focus on, the work. If you love what you're doing, I understand getting upset about, not giving the success that you deserve, but if you love what you're doing, it should be just easy to keep going. It's just because you love what you're doing. It's what you do, and you love it. So, the success is just being slow. See, I feel really negative about this success not arriving yet, not being there yet. So, but it's not a problem because nature. So. Interesting. We want things now, right? We think we need the success now, and because there is no success, we kind of feel like a failure. But nature is saying, whoa, zoom out a little bit. Look at how small you are, okay? I know it may not be looking like there is success at this moment in this timeline, right? Imagine life is this line, and you're just here on the dot, and you're zoomed in on this dot, and this dot without the surroundings it's empty. There's nothing there, no success. But in life, nature is saying, zoom out a little bit, look at yourself from that first pentacle. That first pentacle wasn't so good. Look at all these pentacles that you have. You've been working so hard because you love doing it. And then look at your job. Look at how your job has progressed. Oh. I wonder if you guys heard that. That's interesting that happened. I wonder if you heard that. My computer just started making a and it started freaking out. It does that sometimes. The computer is very old. But it just started freaking out. But interesting. Where did we get interrupted? Because usually when things happen like that, that's kind of like a did you hear me? You hit the jackpot. You hit it right on the head. Oh, look at that. He's hitting it right on the head. Right on the pentacle. But okay, so zoom out, right? So sure, there might not be success right now, but let's see the work. Let's see how the work is going. Look at all this work that's been happening. Look at all this this harvesting that you've been doing. Look at all this progress that your work has been going through. Look at you sharpening the sword, right? It's like you sharpening the sword. It takes quite a bit of hammer hits. You're refining your work. If there's progress in the work, then that's success in and of itself, and then the rest success will eventually come, right? This is the Knight of Pentacles. It's okay to take things easy. That way you can focus on different things. If you didn't have the time of doing all of these pentacles and focusing on different details, it'll all eventually come together. But so zoom out a little bit. There is a bigger plan. There is the success. It feels like the success will get there when it needs to get there. When life will find, it's like life is finding its timing, the moment to where it's best going to be for you to receive the success. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. I don't know. Nature, this is bigger than us. I don't know. See, I feel very negative. See how I'm like feeling very negative towards this type of energy over here? Weird. 4 of Pentacles. The Miser. Interesting. With the Dream. Or 6 of Cups. Cool. See, so just like I said, this is hard work that you've been doing. Doesn't feel like hard work because it's the dream. Living the dream. Interesting. And you're acting. You are living you are living the dream, right? You're doing the stuff that you've been wanting to do, but you're acting like this miser because there's no success, there's no gold. Even though you are living the dream, you're literally living the dream. If you zoom out a little bit and stop focusing on whether you either are making money out of this thing or something like that, and zoom out a little bit and focus on what was your dream? When you were a kid? What is if you look back, what would you as a kid? What did the dream look like as an older kid, as an adult, right? An older kid. So now zoom back in, right, and focus on the work that you're doing, right? If that's what you've been wanting to do for so long, that's success in and of itself, that you chose to do, chase after your passions. So we got to let this 4 of Pentacles, the Miser type of energy, go, because maybe that's why, that's like I said, that maybe that's the wall that we are putting up for us, for this harvest to bear fruit, right? For us to receive all this Pentacles, all this credit for all the hard work, all this success, all this money, that should be arriving, but you're upset that it hasn't yet. But instead of focusing on living the dream, that you are literally living the dream. So just keep working hard on your passions. Just keep doing. I hope you can hear the helicopter. There's been so many helicopters passing by lately. They're pretty cool. Flying machines are pretty cool. I can't imagine, the people in Egypt and stuff. I wonder if they had flying machines, but or if they didn't know anything about flying machines. Now look at the flying machines we have. How cool is that? We are living the dream. We have flying machines. So keep focusing on the dream, on what the dream is, and the dream will eventually spread out to other areas of your life. So see, this feels like if we just focus in on this one area that's not working out yet, our stresses is gonna feel so big. But it's just one area that's not really working out yet, and it's not that it's not working out, it's just not supposed to arrive yet, apparently. I don't know. You created your own life, I created my own life, and apparently we decided I mean, we designed it, right? We designed our life. So if it hasn't arrived yet, it's because we told ourselves that we didn't need it to arrive yet. So, but there is a timing of when it's gonna arrive. See, look, it's there, it's right there, it's right behind, it's right behind. But the miser, look at that, she's not looking good. So it's there. It's just I don't know, we're focusing on being the miser instead of focusing on living the dream. And it seems like this can't get to us if we're over here. Do you see? Oh wow, there's a wall. Look, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's clearly a wall. That's cool. I just noticed it was a wall. So we are putting up a wall, and this thing, I mean, we can see it, but it can't get to us because we are this wall. And so instead of being this wall, we gotta tear down that wall. And we gotta live the dream. Just focus on the dream, and that way this can get to you, and it'll be obvious once you get there. The universe paired with the Ace of Discs. Wow. So the Ace cards are pure potential. It is the element in its most pure potential, and it's the discs, the pentacles, this miser part, right? This feels like this is the poison, this is the problem child, problem area, and everything else is just what it is. But it's part of it, you know. It's there to teach us something. Like, why just focus on the dream? Why are we focusing on the miser? Where are we? Let's read the miser. Feels like we're not really understanding what the miser energy is about. This is the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm finding a hard time finding the page, which to me seems like we are having a hard time understanding this energy. So this woman has created a fortress around herself, and she is clinging to all the possessions she thinks are her treasures. In fact, she has accumulated so much stuff with which to adorn herself, including the feathers and furs of living creatures, that she has made herself ugly in the effort. This card challenges us to look at what we are clinging to and what we feel we possess that is so valuable it needs to be protected by a fortress. It needn't be a bank balance or a box full of jewels. It could be something as simple as sharing our time with a friend, or taking the risk of expressing our love to one another. Like a well that is sealed up and becomes stagnant from disuse, our treasures become tarnished and worthless if we refuse to share them. Whatever you're holding onto, remember that you can't take it with you. Loosen your grip and feel the freedom and expansiveness sharing can bring. Sharing this dream, huh? Card number 21, the universe and the Ace of Discs. This is when everything comes together perfectly, and we feel our place in the universe, and instead of putting up a wall, we start living our dream. And almost seems like that's the success we have been missing over here. I think it's just we're focused on the wrong thing. I think that's the biggest. I think that's how I make this reading simple. We are focused on the wrong thing here, okay? And that's why we're putting up a wall, because we're focused out of the one negative out of 99 things that are going good. And so when you zoom in, right, onto the one, oh, everything is going awful, of course, because you're zoomed in on the one. You're zoomed in on the one negative. And of course, that means the whole thing is awful. So this whole reading is saying, zoom out, boom, look at the 100, right? And see how there is only one negative out of the 100. And then there are 99 things that are going good, that you have been doing good, and that you have been working on. And it shows. And so stop focusing on the one negative thing. It's okay for everyone to have flaws. That's what makes us human. So having one negative out of 100 is probably pretty good. So focus on the 99 good things that are going right, and that you are doing right, and start living the dream. I think it's about time we just start living the dream. And that's how we, instead of focusing on the one negative, we start live the dream and focus on all the 100. Doesn't mean don't focus on the negative. Doesn't mean ignore the negative. It just means include the 99 with the negative, because all those 99 deserves to be looked at just as much as that one negative. So cool. We'll get some last bit of words from the Office Oracle deck. I think we'll do two cards. I'll do this one too. We start with Dwight telling us, whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Card number 4, which landed on number 4, which is interesting. So the important thing about this card is that Dwight asks himself if an idiot would do that, not someone else. This is the time to listen to yourself. The only thing that matters in this moment is if you think an idiot would do that. And if you think an idiot would do that, then don't do it. This almost feels like that success, who cares what everybody thinks about what success looks like? Do you feel like a success? Do you feel like all of this hard work that you've been putting on your passions, do you feel like they have been worth your time, worth your effort? To chase after your passion, to work on your passion, to try to live your dream. Do you think you've been doing a good job? Do you think it's been worth it? Do you think, are you happy with what's going on, with what you are doing? And if you are, then there you go. That should be the only thing that matters. Ignore everything, all the noises, the rest of the noises that are in your mind, because our mind just repeats what it hears from the outside, right? That's normal. But sometimes we gotta focus in, right? Instead of focusing out and listening to all of the voices, let's focus in and listen to our voice now. And if we think we should try to live our dream, then we go for it. Number 30. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Literally. Perfect and Sherlock. Shoots have a word for when everything is coming together perfectly. Perfect and Sherlock. Which is funny that it landed on the Universe card, because I'm pretty sure that's look at that. That looks like a cool, but if it comes together, same over here. It's a circle. It all comes together. But this dream is coming together perfectly. Zoom out. You have a place in this universe, and that place in the universe is you living your dream. So it just feels like that. This time in your life is just kind of, how it takes a couple hours to arrive to your destination. So you're just kind of chilling in the car, driving, or someone else is driving. You're chilling in the passenger seat, in the back seat, and you're just on the road. You're just going. You're driving, and you're just kind of driving to the destination is what this feels like. So just focus on yourself. Yeah, the dream is here, and yeah, everything is coming together perfectly, Pisces. So I really hope this reading helped. If it did help, please help me as well by leaving a like, leaving a comment, and subscribing if you would like to keep hanging out, as this is a safe place where we try to figure life out together. So thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.